in. You won't be disappointed if you watch them. So, all right, Kevin, beautiful day out there. It was really nice.
Yeah, temperatures were warm. We were back in the 70s, a little windy, and it's windy out there now. In fact, our temperature right now is in the mid-60s because of the wind. But things are changing. Let's go and show you. This was the time lapse this evening. Lots of clouds streaming by, temperatures mild. As the sun dropped over the horizon, you can see some of the dust that was being blown around in the air. Generally 30 to 40 mile an hour winds in the valleys, but the wind gusts up over the mountains and some other spots, they were strong. Cardiff Peak, a gust to 78 miles an hour. Windy Peak to 75. Mount Baldy was 72 with Cedar City gusting to 67. Logan Peak and Signal Peak gusts into the 60s, and Nephi had a gust this afternoon and evening to 56 miles per hour. So it's all this warm wind. It's coming ahead of a storm, and when it gets this warm and windy, you know, the storm is impressive, and it's going to change things dramatically. We're going from the 70s of today into the 40s over the weekend. 65 in Salt Lake, 62 in Ogden, 50s in Vernal and Price, and how about 66 in St. George? Only one warmer than Salt Lake right now. But you go to the west, Elko's at 40, and there's snow west of Elko. It's pretty impressive. And the low pressure that will be moving in, the center has come all the way out of the Gulf of Alaska, gone right down the west coast, and it's going to turn the corner and come blasting through tomorrow and into the day on Saturday. Now, it's going to evolve a little bit in pieces. The first wave will come through tomorrow midday. We'll see some valley rain, mountain snow, and it's really northern all the way into central southern Utah. But that piece, the low tracks to the north, so the concentration becomes in northern Utah. And by Saturday morning, it's cold enough to do a rain-snow mix in the valleys and accumulating snow, a ½ inch to an inch. Then in the afternoon, it mixes back to rain, and then it's gone. A little secondary low comes racing by. It clips through southwestern Utah overnight Sunday into Monday. Pretty benign, but that's the last little piece of the weekend storm. So looking at Friday and Saturday's totals, generally a quarter to a ½ inch of northern Utah's valleys, about a tenth to a quarter in central Utah, and a couple of hundredths from Blanding to Kanab to St. George. The snowfall, Friday through Saturday, northern valleys get a trace to an inch. Benches get 1 to 2. Northern mountains get 8 to 14, and the central mountains get 2 to 14. So another spring storm that will freshen up the mountains and, yes, likely bring a little snow to the Salt Lake Valley. And it's just a reminder, April's a volatile month for weather, and we can definitely still get snow. Southern forecast. Southwestern Utah, cloudy, windy. Southeastern Utah, cloudy, windy. But the central portion of the state will see some developing valley rain and mountain snow. 56 tomorrow in St. George, quite the drop. We'll stay in the cool zone all the way through Monday. 70s and even 80s as we head through the middle to end of next week. In northern Utah, the winds whip tonight. It stays mild. Temperatures actually won't leave the 50s overnight, but they will once the cold front gets here tomorrow afternoon. So the temperature of 38 will actually be late tomorrow night. Valley rain, mountain snow starts tomorrow, transitions to a little rain-snow mix in the valley Saturday. Gone on Sunday, but colder. Highs in the 40s with lows in the 30s. But look at that rebound. 50s on Tuesday, 60s Wednesday, and why not 70 on Thursday? It just keeps coming.
I'm eyeing out that Thursday red number. Looks good.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. Thanks, Kev.
You bet.
All right, Sam, not